Well, it was a great win for us. Tough place to play here. Very good Arkansas team, especially offensively. Quarterback played an outstanding game, and I was really pleased with the way our offense started out and played fantastic in the first half. I think we had, almost 400 yards or something, or maybe more. I'm not a big stats guy, but really did a great job of moving the ball, and we obviously turned it over a couple times and left some money on the table. But, defensively, I thought we played pretty well against the run, but certainly didn't play pass defense like we need to or like we want to or like we're capable of, and that's something that we need to do a much, much better job of. So it was a great win for us. Thought we did a good job on special teams. Arkansas is a tough team, and we knew it was going to be a tough game. We expected hard, and it was hard. So, but we're excited about the win. I'm excited about the enthusiasm that our players came in and played with, especially early in the game and throughout the first half. But we just couldn't get off the field on third down in the second half, so we never had the ball. I mean, there was one point, and we had the ball like 10 plays or something in the whole second half, and time of possession was crazy in the other direction, but it wasn't really the offense. It was really us not being able to get off the field on third down and make the plays on defense that we're capable of making. We scored a couple times on defense, which is fantastic, but there's a lot of things that we need to get better at. So, this will be about what kind of conviction that we have as a team, as a group of individuals, to keep working hard to try to improve the things that we need to improve, and the choices that conviction will certainly lead us to make so that we'll prepare for games and improve the kind of things that we need to improve. So we're certainly not where we want to be, not in all facets of the game. Sometimes we play pretty well on defense, sometimes we play great on offense, but just got to be more consistent when we play really good teams.
Start here with Michael. First off, there were a couple guys injured. Josh Jacobs,
Yeah, Josh Jacobs had a nerve in his elbow. Sure, he'll be fine. He was actually cleared to play in the second half of the game, but we did not play him. Ruben got a little concussion. Don't know how serious it is. Shank got sort of a minor concussion, so we just held him out and played Leicester because we were, ahead in the game at the time, 28-7 or whatever. So we didn't want to push him, and hopefully he'll be able to, get better. Both these guys will get better in the future.
Up front here with Dennis.
Oh, Nick, 2 years ago, you and Brett Bielema were trying to slow the game down. I think at one point you cited safety concerns. What's it like now to, kind of join the crowd and run a zone read spread hurry up at times?
Well, it works well for us. It's when we play the best. Our quarterback is well suited for it. I think we've done a good job as a staff developing the system where it's a little more efficient than maybe when we started doing it a couple years ago. And I think as a compliment to Arkansas's team, their quarterback and receivers did a really, really good job, and they're very capable of making a lot of plays in the passing game, and we certainly would have liked to defend them a little better, but you got to give them a lot of credit for what they were able to do, in the game as well.
In front here with Tom.
You had two injured players on offense, Ardarius Stewart and Damian Harris. Statistically, had great games today. How did they look to you, and how big was that to get them going and get the offense?
Well, I think those guys are both really good players, and we miss players that are explosive players that can make big plays, and Ardarius Stewart is certainly a guy that can do that, and Damian Harris has been a really consistent running back for us, and he made some explosive plays today. Ardarius made a fantastic play and, didn't take care of the ball at the end of it, which is a shame because you love to see him make those plays, and hopefully he'll get healthier and healthier as we go down the stretch here, and that certainly gives us more diversity and more weapons on offense when he and Calvin are both in there.
Back with Ben.
The first couple of drives looked like you all were able to run the ball really well. That kind of opened things up, as you all went on.
Well, I thought we had great balance on offense today. We ran the ball effectively. We threw it effectively. We had some guys really open. Got him the ball a couple times. The OJ down the middle and 87 down the middle. Those could have been touchdowns, but We just didn't get the ball to them quite right, and they couldn't catch it and run with it. So, but there was a lot of good things out there on offense today, and that kind of balance is what we would like to have, and it certainly makes us most effective.
Back in the back, Rainer.
You talked a lot about starting off fast. How much do you think the rushing attack allowed you to accrue momentum early?
I'm sorry.
You guys started. You wanted to start out fast. How much did your rushing attack allow you to accrue momentum early?
Well, we ran the ball very effectively early. You know, we fumbled it on the 1 yard line going in, which was a disappointment, but also was a test of character for our players, and to see them come back and go right down the field and score, 2 more times, really a testament, I think, for the kind of character and kind of how we try to just say we got to go play the next play. Can't get affected by that. You want to eliminate it if possible, but you can't, as a competitor, we can't let those kind of things affect us. So I was really pleased with the way we bounced back, and I think we ran the ball really effectively early, and I think it opened up the passing game.
Right here in the middle in the white.
Coach, I was hoping you could speak to Tim Williams and how effective he was tonight on the field.
Tim had a great game today. He's an outstanding pass rusher. We haven't played regular defense much at all this year. So we play the 3-4, so the 2 outside backers, 22 and 56, get a chance to rush, and sometimes they get people matched up on them that they can take advantage of, and I think both those guys did that tonight. But Tim had an outstanding game, and other than the pressure, that was probably the best thing about our pass defense that we had, was we were able to get some sacks and pressures on the quarterback.
Go back here with Edward.
Nick, with the secondary, obviously you haven't seen film. Was there anything you saw during the game that wasn't working with those guys, or was this something that they could?
Well, yeah, I see it all. I mean, guys didn't play the ball at times. When you break on the ball, you either got to play. It's like a guy batting in baseball. You got to just make a decision whether you swing at the ball, take it for a ball, and good hitters usually hit good pitches. Well, most of our guys are pretty instinctive, but we broke on a ball tonight that maybe we could have intercepted. But you got to make a decision: do I intercept the ball? Do I swat and hook the guy, or do I have to break down and tackle him? We ran right by him, and the guy ran for 80 yards. I mean, those kind of fundamental things, our players are better than that. We had some man-to-man situations where we could have dug the ball out. We didn't have very disciplined eye control. And the guy made some really, really good throws. So combination of that was not a very good game when you give up 400 yards passing. Now, I know a lot of it was relative to the game. They kept passing the ball, and I really wanted to play some other players and some more players on defense. But as long as they kept the quarterback in there, I was afraid how fast they'd score. I mean, they scored one time in a minute. A minute.
Sorry, Coach. Ready here with Mark.
I just say, what do you see from Mika Fitzpatrick making some explosive plays?
Well, what did he have, 3 interceptions today? I think he had a fantastic game, and making those big plays are something that certainly has an impact on the game. The 14 points that the defense scored was, pretty significant in this game. And Minka made 3 big plays, 3 really big plays.
2 more quick ones, Dwayne and then Tony.
We talked about the replay system and how it works, and you got to score, and then they come back and they review the play before that. What explanation did they give you? Because quite frankly, we couldn't hear it when he was.
Oh, they called timeout. They called timeout before we snapped the ball. So the play really was null and void. So if they wouldn't have reversed the call, we would have got that down over again. So they actually called timeout to get the play reviewed before we snapped the ball.
Sorry, on your first scoring drive, it seems like Ardarius kind of wrestled the ball away. It would have been an interception. He came up with the catch. How big was that play momentum-wise, especially after?
It was a 3rd down play, and it was a big play. But Ardarius is capable of making those plays, and I think that we went down and scored on that drive. So, you know, we'd have punted otherwise. So it was a huge play.
I was going to ask, I noticed you made a point to find number 72 for Arkansas. What did it mean to you to find him and offer those words of encouragement to him after the game?
Well, you know, just kind of a personal thing for me. I lost my father when I was in the first year of graduate school, and he's a fine young man and a fine player. And for him to have to go through that, our thoughts and prayers are with his family. I just wanted to tell him that and try to encourage him to, you know, some kind of way embrace the good memories and the good times that he had, you know, with his father, because that'll be something that he can keep with him forever.